So today in this session we are going to start with trees. What actually trees are. So far we have been studying mainly linear types of data structures, as in we have discussed strings, we have discussed arrays, list, stacks and queues. So in this topic we'll define a non-linear data structure which is called tree. So tree is basically non-linear data structure which organizes data in hierarchical structure, and this is a recursive definition. So this structure is mainly used to represent data containing a hierarchical relationship between elements. Example like records, we have family trees and tables of content. So first we investigate a special kind of tree which is called binary tree, which can be easily maintained in the computer. And although such a tree may seem to be very restrictive, and that we will see later on in this discussion, and more general trees may be viewed in binary trees. So we can say that a tree is a connected graph without any circuits. So if uh, you are completing a circuit, if there are, you can check in the example 1 here. You can check over here, the circuit is been complete here. All the nodes are connected to each other. So this is not considered to be a tree. Then this will be considered to be a graph. And if the circuit is not complete, still it is maintaining a hierarchical structure like this. The hierarchy is defined, still all the nodes are not connected. A cycle, a circuit is not formed. So that is termed as your tree. So we can say that if in a graph there is one and only one path between every pair of vertices, then graph is termed as tree. So which can be very clearly visible in the second figure over here. So moving ahead, which of the following are graphs or trees? So how you can distinguish between a graph? As I have mentioned, if the circuit is complete, then it will be considered to as a graph. And if there is only one path between the nodes, then it will be considered to as tree. Still, it has to maintain a hierarchical structure. So hierarchical structure is maintained in almost all the figures. Now we have to check whether the circuit is complete. So we can clearly see the circuit is complete in figure 1. From A, node 1, 2 and 3, the circuit is complete. From node 2, 4, 3 and 5, the circuit is complete. So it will be considered as graph, not a tree. Alright. So in figure 2, we can check there is no connection between 3 and 5. That means we have to follow the path from 3, 1 to 4, 5 to reach to 5th, or we can follow the reverse path, but there is only one path. So it is a tree. Now in figure C also we can see the circuit is not complete. If there is a link between 1 and 3, then it will be considered as graph. But though there is no link between first and third, it will be considered as a tree. Like you can check in figure D, there is a circuit and it will be considered as graph, not a tree. Alright, so B and C are the trees. here, and A and D are the graphs. Now moving ahead, there are certain properties of trees we have. So there are four basic properties that has to be maintained to be a tree. So there is one and only one path between every pair of vertex in a tree. As I have mentioned in the example also, if there is only one path, that means if the circuit is not complete, then it will be considered as a tree. A tree with n vertices has n minus 1 edges. So you can check in the examples also. Here in this example, you can check very clearly if we are saying that B is a tree. So there are 5 nodes and we have 4 edges. That means edges has to be n minus 1. N is the number of nodes we are having. So this is again a property of a tree. Then next we have a graph is a tree if and only if it is minimally connected. So a graph can be a tree, but tree cannot be a graph, because in graph we may not have a circuit, complete circuit, then it will be considered to as tree. But if there is a circuit, a complete circuit which is existing in the graph, then we cannot consider it as a tree. And any connected graph with n vertices and n minus 1 edges is a tree, that we have already discussed. So any graph with n vertices and n minus 1 edges will be considered as your tree. So let's discuss some basic terminologies related to trees. Firstly is the root. Root is what? Root node is the origin of a tree in the data structure, and it is the first node. If any tree is there, there must be only one root node, and we can never have multiple root nodes in a tree. All right, so we are considering here a as a root node because it is the origin of tree, and we can have only one root node and rest will be the parent node or the child node, but root is the basic origin of a tree. So a here will be considered as the root node. Then we have edges. Now what is the edge? The connecting link between any two nodes is called edge. So A and B are the nodes, and the line which is connecting to A and B will be considered to as a edge. So the line who is connecting to E with I is also called your edge. And in a tree with n nodes, there will be exactly n minus 1 number of edges. You can check in the example as well. We have edge 1, this is edge 2, then this is the third edge, then we have fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9 and 10 edges over here. And how many nodes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. 11 nodes are there and we have 10 edges. That means it is a tree because we are having n number of nodes and exactly n minus 1 number of edges. So this will be considered to as a tree. Alright. So the link, any line who is connecting two nodes will be considered to a edge. Next is the parent. So what is the parent node? The node which has branch from it to any other node which is called a parent node. As in we can say here the node here which has a child or children is called your parent node. So A is the parent node to A, B and C. Alright. And B is the parent node to D, E, F. And C is the parent to G and H. And E is the parent to I and J, where G is the parent to K. So we can check over here A, B, C, E and G are the parent nodes. Alright. So we can say A is the parent node, B is the parent node, C is the parent node, E is also the parent node because it is having children, and G is also a parent node. Alright. So these are the parent nodes. So any node who is having further branches, leaf nodes or the children, so they will be considered to as parent node. So moving ahead, next is child. So what is the child node? What are the leaf nodes or the child nodes? So the node which is descendant of any node is called as child node. So all the nodes except the root node are the child nodes. So we can say here B is the child node of A. So A can be the parent node, it is the root node, but it cannot be the child node because it do not have any upward node over it. So B is and C are the children of A, D, E, F are the children of B, G and H are the children of C, and I, J are the children of E, whereas K is the children of G. Alright, so these all are the child nodes. In tree, any parent node can have any number of child nodes. So when we are talking about a tree may have two children, it may have three, four or five children, or maybe the one. Alright, so there is a chance that it do not have further any children like H don't have any child node. So K is also not having a child node, I and J do not have the child. So this way the leaf nodes or the descendant nodes can be termed as child node. Then we have siblings. Now what are the siblings? The nodes which belong to the same parent are called as siblings. In other words, nodes with the same parent are called siblings. So here we can say B and C are siblings because they have a common parent which is A. Then we can say D, E, and F are the siblings because they have parent node which is B. Similarly, G and H are siblings, they have parent C. And likewise, I and J are the siblings. Next we have degree. So what is the degree? If I ask you to tell me the degree of B maybe or A, so what is this degree means? Degree simply is the total number of children of a node, which is called degree of that particular node. So degree of a tree is the highest degree of node amongst all the nodes in the tree. So here we can see from the example, like the degree of B is 3. Why 3? Because it is having 3 children, D, E and F. So it is the degree of B. Then we have a degree of A. Degree of A is 2. It has 2 children, B and C. And degree of F is 0 because it do not have any children, any descendant node. There is no descendant node. So degree of E will be 2 because it is having 2 children, I and J. And degree of G is 1. Alright. So likewise, we can say A's degree is 2, B's degree is 3, C's degree is 2, E's degree is 2, and D's degree is 0, and F degree is 0, G is 1, H 0, and K 0. So these are the degrees of nodes. And likewise, I and J, they are again having 0 degree because there is no child node to I and J. So as if now, if any doubt is there, you can ask. Let's move on. Next we have internal nodes. Now what are the internal nodes of a tree? So any node which has at least one child is called your internal node. They are also called non-terminal nodes because they are not the edge of the tree. So edge is what? The root node and the leaf node. So rest are all considered as your internal nodes. So here we can say every non-leaf node is an internal node. So non-leaf node as in we have A who have further children's B and C. They are again having the leaf nodes. D and F and E is your again internal node because it is having the leaf node. So any node having the leaf nodes that will be considered as internal node. So here A, B, C, E and G will be considered as internal node, and D, F, I, J, K and H, they are the leaf nodes. They are the edge. They are the last point of the tree. So they are not considered as the internal node. Rest all are be considered as internal nodes. So A is having 2 children. That is why we are saying it is at the upper level of a tree. So it will be considered as internal node. Then we have B and C because they are having child. So again E is having the child and G is having the child. So they are considered as internal nodes. Moving ahead, next we have leaf nodes. The node which does not have a child is called a leaf node. The leaf nodes are also called external nodes or terminal nodes. Alright. So leaf nodes are what? Who do not have any child node. So they are the edge of the tree and they will be considered as terminal or the external node. So here what are the external nodes or the leaf nodes? We have D, F, I, J, K and H. They are the terminals. They are the leaf nodes because they do not have any further child node. So here we say that D, I, J, F, K and H. They are the terminals. And if in case H is having a node, then H will not be a external node, rather it will be considered as internal node, and the node which is having certain value, which is who is the child of H, this will be considered as your leaf node. Now this is the external node. So students, if any doubt is there till now, you can ask. So moving ahead, next we have level. So what is the level of a tree? In a tree, each step from top to bottom is called as level, and the level count starts with 0 and incremented by 1 at each level or step. So you can very clearly check from the example over here. A is the first level. Here A is the first level and we will be starting the level from 0. So it will be considered as level 0. Then afterwards we have next hierarchical, that is called your level 1. Then we have level 2. Afterwards the last leaf nodes will be considered as your level 3. So this is the level 3 of a tree. So if it can be asked that what is the level of this tree, you can say it is having level 3 starting from 0. Or you can say I, J and K exist at level 3 and B and C exist at level 1. Then what is the height of a tree? Or maybe height of any particular node. So the total number of edges from leaf node to a particular node in the longest path is called as height of the node. The height of the tree equals to height of the root node and height of leaf node equals to 0. Alright. So we can say height of K is 0 because it is the leaf node. Height of B is 2 because we have to traverse two nodes above. Two nodes, here you can check height 1, this, and this is height 2. So we have to follow this path to reach to B, or maybe the path can be from J to E and then E to B. So this is again a height 2. So we have to traverse two levels to reach to B. So this will be considered as height 2. Then we have height of A. So what is the height of A here? We have to traverse 3 levels up to reach to A. As in, if we are following the route 1, 2 and 3. Or we can follow a route 1, 2 and 3. Or we can follow a path 1, 2 and 3. So we can say the height of A is 3. Then if we want to check for the height of G, so to reach to G we have to move one level up from K to G. This is the only path, right? So we have to move one level up. That means height is 1. So what is the height of H? H is the leaf node. So its height is 0. Again, the height of I is what? Height of I is again 0 because it is the leaf node. So as if now if any doubt is there, you can ask. Moving ahead, next is the depth of a tree. So what is the depth? पर मेरा है बैक टू बैक है कोई ले लेंगे इधर वाला उतार दो प्लग the total number of edges from root node to a particular node is called a depth of that node. So let's check from the example over here. Depth of A is 0. We have to move from upward to the downward direction now. Alright. So depth is what? A's depth is 0 because it is the root node. It do not have any upward level. So the depth of B is what? 1 because there is only one level down we have to traverse. Then the depth of K is 3 because it is 3 level down. 1, 2 and 3. And likewise, what is the depth of J? Its depth is again 3 level down. 1, 2 and 3. So for height we have to move upward and for depth we have to move downwards. Subtree. What is the subtree? So in a tree, each child from a node forms a subtree recursively. So we can check over here. We have a root node A and the subtree is the whole set of B, which includes D, E, F, I and J. Further, E is again a subtree with nodes I and J. So each node, each child node is forming a subtree here. So we can say this is a left subtree whereas this is the right subtree to A. Alright, I'm repeating. So this is the left subtree of A whereas this is the right subtree of B, of A. Alright, so here E is again the subtree of B. Here, this is the subtree of C. And this is the right subtree of C. So, every child node is forming a subtree. Next, we have a forest. So, what is a forest? It is a set of disjoint tree. So, any disjoint of tree, like we have the subtrees, and if we are joining this with A, because these are the children of A. So, this is a tree with subtrees B and C. And forest is what? The individual subtrees which gather together to form a complete tree, which is called forest. So these are considered as forest. Any disjoint, any independent subtree will be considered to as a forest. All right. So this is all with the basic terminologies which is related to tree. In the next session, we'll be discussing binary tree. We had a deeper discussion on binary trees. So as if now, if anyone wants to ask anything, you can.